Hey there guys, hope you're doing alright. In 1992, there was a cartoon series that I'm sure all of you are aware of, and it was a huge deal for a lot of people, but especially myself. I'm talking about Batman the Animated Series, and it's just so good. I can watch it today, and there's a reason it's so popular, put it that way. It's like the quintessential version of the character, but also it just shows what children's animation could do at the time. And I think a lot of people strive for that now. But when I went to uni, there was a book that I was after. I didn't really know anything about it until university. And I was dying to get hold of it. It was a book that came out in 1998. So when I was 8 years old. So I just no intention of getting it at the time. But when I was studying animation and stuff, I really wanted a dissection of the making of this series. And there was a book for that. So in 1998, they released Batman Animated. And it's a book about the making of the seminal series, written by Chip Kidd. So we're going to get this under the camera and we're going to take a look at this and see all the goodies that it's going to show us. Hello there everybody, welcome to another video. Now, I was holding out for this one. I wasn't going to talk about this until maybe I rewatched the show, but I just can't wait any longer. So I'm going to do this video about the Batman animated book that came out in 1998. So for all you Batman the Animated Series fans, get ready. Because we're going to go through this book. Completely out of print. It's one of the books that I have been like... I've been championing for people DC to reprint this, because it's just such a gorgeous book that needs to be reprinted. I mean, look at that. It's so good. And there's so many people that still talk about this show today. So I don't know why they haven't done it, but yeah, horrendously out of print, like so hard to get hold of now. But I thought I'd give you guys a little view of what this is. Because this book is like one of my favorite books above my desk. It is just so good. So yeah, we're just going to talk about it. So let's get it open. That alone, this lovely sketch is beautiful. Now I think this was one of Bruce Timm's initial sketches for the show, like when he was approaching them about the art style. I might be wrong about that, I'm not actually sure. I knew this sketch is significant for a certain reason, not just because it's a sketch of Batman. And I love these as well. I don't know if these... So this is a action figure of Paul Dini and an action figure of Chip Kidd. And I don't know why... I don't know if these were real. These must have been real, like someone must have taken pictures of them. Like, oh, must have been, right? But I love this. It's just a nice little touch, that's so cool. So this book is from Paul Dini and Chip Kidd. And there's got photographs by Jeff Spear, with an introduction by Bruce Timm as well. So you got a whole bunch of people that are involved, but Bruce Timm and Paul Dini are the people that are involved in this. Chip Kidd, if you don't know who Chip Kidd is though, you should check him out. He's done a lot of books on the history of comics and pop culture that are just astounding. I've got a book over there about it, and I'm sure he'll come up. I say that, I was about to say, I'm sure Chip Kidd will come up again on the channel. I'm sure I'll be presenting, I've got tons of his books. He did some stuff about Peanuts, he did a Shazam book as well. He did the Batman Japan book, which I'm definitely going to talk about here, and the Batman, I can't remember what the book's called, but there's one about like Batman toys and stuff, which was it was either going to be this book or that book, I couldn't decide, but I decided to just go for this one. But I'll definitely be doing a video about the Batman book as well. I can't remember what it's called, I wish I could remember now. But yeah, there's a book about just the toys, and I think there's some of this stuff in here, and some of the Japan stuff in there as well, but it's, you know. Anyway, enough yammering, let's talk about this book. Now, so this book came out in 1998. I think, if I remember rightly, I'm gonna open this up, and it's gonna, yeah, there you go. So mine is so bad that it's sort of come apart, as you can see. Look, mine has come apart, it's so old. And it's a bit like, oh, yeah. But this is beautiful. Hang on, let me move this across a bit so you can, there we go, we're now central, kinda. Love this, look at that dust cover. Oh, it's just so beautifully designed. And that's what Chip Kid does. His books have got such a lovely design to them. Yeah. And loads of nice production photography as well. Love that. So those of you who don't know, I can't believe I'm going to say it anyway. Batman the Animated Series was a show that came out in 1992 and features Batman, as in, you know, DC superhero Batman. And it's considered one of the shows that defined American children's animation, basically. I don't feel I have to say too much because people know what Batman the Animated Series is. Even people that weren't even born around then know what that show is, and its impact across the Batman franchise, or even just, like I said, just television animation in general. This is interesting. So this sketch here, I wonder if it says on here what it is. Above, Batman study by Bruce Timm. Oh, okay, so I think that was another Batman study, but what's interesting is you start to be more like what we associate the Batman animated series with, this sort of art style. You see that jaw and everything like that. And this here looks a bit like the Michael Keaton Batman, doesn't it? Because for those of you who don't know, 1992 was when Batman Returns was going to come out, or it did come out, I think. But the Batman animated series was it came about because of the popularity of Batman after the Michael Keaton film, the Tim Burton movie, Batman from 1989. And so I wonder if these puckered lips are supposed to be Michael Keaton's lips. It seems like that, or like at least more detailed anyway. I think this stuff here, when you're seeing like Batman do all this stuff and all that, like it's him dodging bullets. I think this is from the test that Bruce Timm and Radomski did. Why have I forgotten his first name? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? It'll probably say on the other side, what it say? Oh, Overleaf, Batman test film. There you go, Lightbox animation, 99. Classic Batman logo, drawn by Bruce Timm, painted by John Calmetti. Or Calmet. No. Eric Radomski. That guy. Those two are the guys that sort of came up with the Batman animated series. They were given basically the go-ahead by an executive whose name I've totally forgotten. But sorry, I should have done more research. But they basically gave them the go-ahead, and then they started trying to work out how to make this show. And one of the things they did was this test using Bruce Timm's art style. Bruce Timm's style but then using the background idea comes from Eric Radomski. Because he was painting on, this is gorgeous, painting on black, so painting onto black paper, and that's kind of where it got that sort of backgrounds, that sort of style, you know. Fantastic. But that was Radomski, that was him, and Bruce Timm was obviously the character designer, basically, by Paul Dini and Chip Kid, Jeff Spear, Bruce Timm, blah blah blah. Lovely, lovely. I love how this all builds up to it. I know it's got some credits and stuff, but it's just you just going, you know, Batman. And then it just has all that. And then you get some more credits. So you get an acknowledgement here from Chip Kid and Paul Dini, accompanied by some amazing artwork, including stuff like the title sequence layout here. Because the test footage eventually became the title sequence. It wasn't the same, it wasn't one-to-one, but they used that to come up with the title sequence. Oh, that's so gorgeous. This is lovely. What's this? Storyboard panel from Shadow of the Bat Part 1. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, DC, reprint this for God's sake. Reprint this book, damn it. There's so many people that don't have access to this, and it's from 1998, for God's sake. Nice, nice pieces of art of all the people that worked on the show. I don't know if it was all drawn by the same people. Oh, some were drawn by Bruce Timm, some were drawn by Ted Blackman, some by Lynn Naylor. That's cool. Eric Radomski did one over there. The Bruce Timm ones are kind of, you can kind of tell who they are. I mean, I love this Paul Dini one, that's pretty funny. Yeah, it's cool. Love that. This desk's a mess. That I don't like. I'm not a fan of a messy desk. Whose desk is that? Bruce Timm's desk. Bruce, are you still like that, Bruce, if you're watching? I can't live like that. I can't work like that. That's too much. An introduction here. This introduction is by, who wrote the introduction? I presume it's Chip Kidd and stuff. Oh, Bruce Timm. Oh no, we just read that. Sorry, yeah, Bruce Timm did the introduction. Some cool pieces of art with it. They're using Space Ghost here. It doesn't actually say, I mean, I'm not reading the whole introduction to you guys, but I believe the Bruce, it's because two of the influences for Batman the Animated Series' style was the Superman show from Fleischer Studios back in the, 30s, I think it was. Really old. And then Space Ghost, or Alex Toth, his sort of stuff. It's kind of what they were going for. Gosh, so good. I love the fact that, yeah, brilliant, gorgeous. I love to see the storyboards of this, because some of these storyboards just feel fully, like that feels like a comic, do you know what I mean? And I think that's intentional, I'm sure, but like these feel like fully fledged comic panels. As in like, you know, like, well, I don't know, I've worked in the industry a bit, and when you see storyboards, they're like usually quite rough things. You don't want to try and do too good art because you don't want to get on with it, right? You need to get on with the next bit. But with these animations, they've like done, like these are illustrations, goddammit. Some nice Radomski examples of the paint, of the backgrounds and stuff as well. Fantastic. So now I'm just going to open this up. We're not going to be able to see all this, I'm afraid, because I haven't got enough screen space, but just to give you an idea. So there's this page. Well, let's put that central first. There you go. Gorgeous. Now it opens up. So it's got a fold here. You won't be able to see all of it, but these are all of the title cards for the Batman animated series, I believe, not the New Adventures. But this was lovely. I love this so much. I wish someone would just make a print of all of these. Do you know what I mean? Like you've done here, but like as a poster, I think I'd have it. Absolutely. Don't know where I put it, but I'd have it. Oh, these are just interviews, like little, I don't know what you call them, like little, like there's Jill Thompson here, who's a writer, and that's Kevin Smith. Your quotes, Kelly Jones, Mark Hamill up there, Neil Gaiman, Mark Chiarello over there, a whole bunch of people. Paul Levitz, who was executive vice president of DC at the time. Oh, look at them, man. These paintings, gorgeous. Oh, there we go. Eric Radomski's preliminary, I can never say it, preliminary, you know what I mean, Batman background studies done as samples for the Warner Brothers animation president, Gene McCurdy. Gene McCurdy, that was the person I was thinking of. Gene McCurdy's the person who got these boys together in 1990, the year I was born, everybody. There we go, the original Batman the Animated Series title sequence storyboard, drawn by Bruce Timm and coloured by Eric Radomski. There you go. There. Love the way this is laid out. You've got this nice text and stuff and everything, and the images are hugging the areas, but not too much. There's like such good, beautiful design in this book. Oh, look at them there. So young and happy. Do we see more then? Ah, yes, so there you go, there's more. I'm obviously not going to read this all out to you guys, I'm sorry. I'm sure someone has scanned this book in. Not that I condone piracy, but this is horrendously out of print, so I mean, how else are you supposed to get it, you know? I don't expect you to spend like 300 quid on it or something. Yeah, lovely storyboard sequence. Love that. I love the way they do that when they've got like different squares, so you got an idea of, rectangles, sorry, I should say. Yeah, there you go, start, pan, stop. Love that. This is art on its own, do you know what I mean? Well, like I said, I've seen, when I've been working on stuff, storyboards, and they're just roughed out, which again is fine, it's just that they are what they are, right? But this is these are art, this is comics, man, do you know what I mean? Look at that. Gorgeous. Bruce Timm is very good at shapes, like silhouettes, I mean. Like he makes a good silhouette of his characters. I think that's what makes him such an exceptional character designer as well. There you go, pans again, love this. Like you can see the movement when you're looking at this, like you just sort of like you move up. Well, it's not just flat images on a page. I feel the motion looking at this. I don't know if it's just because I know what the introduction looks like, but so they've even got like a sheet from Shirley Walker's music. Amazing. Voice casting stuff. Love this. So this is a section about, so there was a lot of pushback from certain episodes of the show. Well, most episodes of the show. But like, it was the censorship stuff. Because it's for children, right? I get it. And there's an illustration by Bruce Timm. And it's really funny here, because it basically shows everything they can, everything they can get in trouble with, they put into one illustration. And right here is a little checklist of, if you, well, not checklist, but like you've got to guess which ones are the issues. Like that one's nudity, obviously, alcohol, strangulation, do you know what I mean, this stuff. And they've got it all written there, so you can work out which ones they are. I'm going to leave that right there for you guys, so you can have a look, have a go yourself. There you go. The design of this book is so gorgeous. I love how this is completely different to that, but totally works. It still feels like it's in its own package. It's still one package, and I love the way they've done this. It kind of reminds me of the like adverts where they were like, "You wouldn't steal a car," you know, that kind of thing. It's like it's really going sort of aggressive. I'll see you in hell. This one, page 12. Network has a problem with Bruce's line. Fair enough. Page 26, we have to make it clear in the board that Batman's kneeing the walrus in the stomach. I'm guessing not the crotch. I think that's the whole idea. But yeah, there's a lot of that. This is great though. Yeah, if you work, have fun with that, guys. Right, more Eric Radomski. First take on Gotham City, a nightmarish impressionist collage of colour and shadow painted on black paper in 1990. Oh, beautiful. We can't go through every page, so I am going to start moving forward a bit. Lovely. More paintings of the backgrounds and stuff. I think there's another fold out coming up as well. Oh, yes. So good. Is that a fold out? No. Where's a fold out? There is a fold out somewhere. Oh no, it's just, I thought there was, maybe it's just thicker paper then. Yeah, I'll stop when I want to point out some certain things, but just enjoy the view. Look at that. Gorgeous. Enjoy the view, guys. I'm just gonna move that up there and then move to another page. So here's some more character design work, initial character concepts. Probably not initial, but like we're sort of, like we've worked out a style now, and I think they're just trying to work out what does Batman look like. Here he is looking a bit more like, you know, you've got the black bat symbol, those ears, the bigger ears, kind of reminds me a bit of the Golden Age Batman a little bit, but not quite. Here it's definitely more defined. I mean, that image there is iconic. Batmobile down there. More sketches. The Batcave as well, for example. Oh, some of the vehicles. That's gorgeous. Nice storyboard there. Got a bit of Batmobile. I'm just gonna move this a second, guys. I'm just gonna move this upwards a bit. There we go. Because then you can see my Batman poking out just at the bottom there. That wasn't a euphemism. Sorry, it sounded dodgy. I'm just gonna hide him again though. Just so we got a bit more, you know. It's a Batman episode, so I wanted to see if you can see it. Anyway. Robin, the boy wonder. That's cool. Bit of storyboard down there. It's very interesting when you were seeing the initial sketches and how Bruce Timm approached this they're very stylized, some of them like this, and it kind of makes you think of later on when they go to the new Batman adventures, what Bruce Timm was talking about. So, a thing about me, if you don't know, and I'm sure I'll be doing videos about these toys in future on the channel. I collect Batman the Animated Series toys in their packaging, predominantly because of the artwork. I don't know if it actually says, Ken as Robin Dragster 1992, an accident at the toy factory destroyed this cart molds, making it the rarest of the animated Batman toys. Yeah, I've never seen that. I was just hoping it would actually tell us, I should say, who actually drew the illustrations, because one of the things I love about these toys is the box art has these Batman the Animated Series looking illustrations to make it so it feels like it's part of the Batman Animated Series, even though that doesn't exist. That's never been in the show. And that's one of the reasons why I collect the packaging specifically. I don't particularly like the toys. I think the toys are kind of a bit rubbish, to be honest. But I do like collecting them. I'm a big fan of that. That's a big collection of mine, is that I collect those, but they have to be in package. Same with this. I don't have this one though, but then that's because it's part of the Adventures of Batman and Robin line, and I will get to that eventually. Nice Batgirl illustration there. Alfred! Oh, that Alfred is perfect as well. I mean, we could say that about a lot of the things in the Batman animated series, but that Alfred is the GOAT, as the kids say, although I don't think they say that anymore. Nice bit of storyboarding there. I believe this is from the flashback sequence in Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Does it say? No, it doesn't. But it's the bit where Bruce puts on his costume for the first time, and then Alfred passes him the mask, and then he looks at Alfred, and he's like, "Oh my word!" Can't find it there. Oh, famous. Every superhero has one. One of those dodgy-looking ice creams. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind some of this stuff if I can get hold of it. I've seen one of them around. I'm sure I have it at a toy fair. Yeah. Lovely. This book has just got everything though. It's got like all the artwork, all the concepts, even like I said, product. You're seeing products from the show as well. Fantastic. This is interesting. The Joker, and I mean that's a Bruce Timm Batman. That's a Bruce Timm woman. That's not a Bruce Timm Joker. Who drew that? Above, early series presentation piece. Character Bruce Timm, background design Ted Blackman. Painting by Catherine Yelser. Yeah, that Joker is weird. I mean, maybe that is a Bruce Timm Joker. It's just that it's the teeth more than anything, because he's, got this going on. Batman the Animated Series figure there. I've got that one in his package. Oh, maybe it is Bruce Timm then, because you look at those teeth. Yeah, and then eventually it streamlines to become more like this. Nice storyboards there. Oh, The Man Who Killed Batman. I was going to say, this feels like it's from a courtroom scene or something like that. I remember that. God, this is a great... The Man Who Killed Batman is a great episode.
And I'll be smiling again, just as soon as we take that man there, and slap him in that box there, and roll it into that vat of acid there.
That's so good. I really wanted to rewatch the Batman animated series before I did this book, but I just couldn't wait any longer. I wanted to do it. So I just love the storyboards, man. They're just like defined art immediately. Harley Quinn, as we know, her first appearance in anything was the Batman animated series. She was created for the Batman animated series. Apparently she was just supposed to be some sort of thug for the Joker, and then Bruce Timm and Paul Dini. Why did I forget his name? Paul Dini had wrote this character for Arlene Sorkin, or based on Arlene Sorkin's performance in a comedy show. I can't remember the show. And then got Arlene Sorkin to do the voice of her, and Bruce Timm designed the look, and it's just she's iconic now. I would say the Trinity of DC used to be just Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, right? But I think there's I don't know what you call that, a quadrilogy of people now, and I would put Harley Quinn up there. She's so popular now. That picture is gorgeous. I would love that. That's elegant, it's sexy. That's a really, really nice drawing. Really, really nice. Yeah, like that as a print would be gorgeous. The Bruce Timm print. Yeah, I'm trying to work out where that's from. Looks funny. Harley. Love that. Oh, I love that as well. Yeah, actually that as a print would be nice as well too. Yeah, the Harley design is just fantastic. Like I said, Bruce Timm is a fantastic designer, a character designer. Obviously Paul Dini wrote a great Harley Quinn, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying in terms of the look, Bruce Timm smashed that, honestly. That's a gorgeous painting. It's a good book. I've got some of the novels as well somewhere. So I collect the Batman Adventures and the Batman and Robin Adventures comics as well, when I can. Oh, comics. Yeah, these photos are gorgeous. I'm not sure what that is. I think that might be the Joker bike thing. There's a like a bike horn or something. Maybe not horn, I'm not sure what it is. Jim Gordon. That design of Jim Gordon is great as well. I know I could keep doing this, but look, I mean, there's a reason people call this the quintessential Batman look. That Catwoman is awesome as well. They didn't really use this design in the end. They used something similar in New Adventures, but I love this design. It's so nice. Yeah, they kind of went for that in the end. And I think it's because it was easier to animate, because obviously, you know, having black on black, it's kind of difficult because of the backgrounds. But I mean, still sweet. Such a cool image. Some more storyboards. This is cool. This is nifty. Why have they done that? That's really cool. What an interesting way to show a storyboard. I'm a little bit confused by it, but that's really, really cool. Some Two-Face stuff. Oh, the bubble bath. That's what it is. It's a bubble bath. That image before was the Joker bubble bath. So you've got this one here. Two-Face bubble bath. Astounding storyboards again. They might as well just be final art in some cases. That feels very far away from what we eventually come to, which is this. The Penguin, another bubble bath. Oh, there's when they were trying to go for more classic look, because that was something that they pushed back on originally, was the Joker. Sorry, the Penguin. They wanted him to be more like the Danny DeVito Penguin that was going to come out in the Batman Returns film, which is crazy, by the way, that they pushed back on that, because I love that version of the Penguin. But at the same time, I think it's almost like when you see, like, for example, the Suicide Squad Joker that was happening 10 years ago, and everyone lost their minds about that because they thought that looked terrible. That's going to be someone's Joker. I hate to say it, but that's going to be someone's Joker. I hate that design, but you know, this is how it is. Kevin Nolan did these Penguin designs. Yeah, so Kevin Nolan got involved. I think Mike Mignola is involved somewhere. I believe he worked on the Mr. Freeze thing, so we'll probably see him coming up. Clayface, one of my all-time favorite villains in the Batman animated series. Feet of Clay Part 1 and 2, I feel it's simultaneously underrated, but underrated for a Batman animated series episode. Like, it's still rated, obviously, but I feel that show doesn't really get enough in the top 10s. Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, or however you want to call him. Some awesome storyboards there again. Harvey, no! This book should be praised just for its design work as well. Chip Kid, yeah, astounding work. Oh, here we go, another fold out. Oh, you can kind of see that. Boom. I can't show you the whole thing, but you can kind of see that. I haven't got enough space, damn it. Okay, the Riddler. There we go, trying to do the whole 66 Batman thing going on there, and they kind of went for this. And I like this design. I hated what they did later on. I think this was great. More Kevin Nolan, Man-Bat stuff. Crazy to think that Man-Bat was the first episode as well. Oh, look at that, gorgeous. Got some Mad Hatter stuff. I believe that's a Kevin Nolan again. No, it doesn't say. I think it might be Bruce Timm, actually. I'm saying it. That's Bruce Timm there, obviously. Oh, no, it is. Top left, Mad Hatter concepts by Kevin Nolan, 1991. Yeah, okay, makes sense. And the color model is by Eric Radomski. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Mr. Freeze, Mike Mignola. There you go. I knew he was going to pop up at some point. That is an awesome design. My other favorite villain from the Batman animated series. I would shed a tear if I had tears left to shed. That might be the wrong quote, I don't know.
Yes, it would move me to tears if I still had tears to shed.
So this is Poison Ivy stuff. We don't see, oh, there she is. There she is. Killer Croc. Got Bane here. Oh yeah, I was about to say, that's a very strong Jack Kirby influence there. Right, it says right there, a strong Jack Kirby influence guides Bruce Timm's early design for Bane. Oh, that's real, it's real. Because it's weird to think that this character, and Killer Croc, for example, are relatively new characters from the Batman franchise that were getting incorporated into the show. There we go, we've got some, oh, this is getting a bit stuck now. I'll have to hold it like this. Mask of Phantasm stuff. Those posters, okay, that poster would be wicked. I would love to see that. Love to see that. Yeah, so you got some poster designs here, poster thumbnails. You got some background stuff. That is the Kenner toy, a photograph of the Kenner toy there. Which I'm sure you all know about this, but the action figure spoils the plot twist because, you know, you see it spoils. Basically, there's a plot twist where spoilers for this movie, but Andrea is the person who turns out to be the Phantasm, and the action figure shows her face on the it's on the figure, and then you've got a little mask that goes over it. So spoilers for it, and it's in the blind box. Sorry, in the blind box. In the blister pack, you just see her without the mask. So spoilers. It just completely ruins it. I never saw Mask of Phantasm when I was a kid. I only saw it when I was an adult, but I already knew the twist because obviously I had the action figure. Some more stuff from Batman Sub-Zero, which is the movie that came out for Mr. Freeze because it was to tie in with Batman and Robin, and then it got delayed because Batman and Robin sucked. The movie, I mean. And the Mr. Freeze in that is completely different to the Mr. Freeze we see in this show. It's so much more sophisticated, and I think... So now we're on to Batman Gotham Knights, which is the a sort of like more Glenn Murakami sort of like red stuff, I think. I might be wrong. But this is when they did the new look Batman animated series. So it was kind of going more for what Bruce Timm, we saw it earlier with Bruce Timm's initial concept designs. Well, not initial concepts, but like, you know, the earlier designs where it was more like, even more simple like this. I mean, this is great. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with this stuff. Like, this looks great, but that Joker's horrible. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not into that Joker. But I do love the way the Batman looks in it. I just like it's more iconography kind of thing going on. I quite like that. But stuff like, I don't think that Joker, even with the lips, I don't think it works. I'm not a huge fan of that. But Catwoman is okay, but I quite liked the initial drawings we saw of Catwoman with that kind of costume. And just some stuff I felt like it went backwards a little bit. Like, I think Bane looked all right. And Killer Croc looked fine, I guess. I think it was characters like the Joker. I think the Joker definitely was a failing, unfortunately, when it came to the character design. Those Bowen statues are lovely. I think they're Bowen. I say that, I don't actually know what they are. Then you see Batgirl sort of introduced into the fold, because she makes an appearance briefly in the animated series, but then the New Adventures when she makes a bigger splash, as it were. Backgrounds. The Creeper, I tell you what, that is weird. A Steve Ditko creation turning up, but yeah, the Creeper being part of the Batman Gotham Knights and Batman New Adventures stuff is just very strange. Legends of the Dark Knight, so you got stuff that was sort of like trying to, like they were, I think it was I think that episode is when you got a bunch of people telling stories of what Batman is, but they're obviously different interpretations and stuff, and this one's sort of like your Bob Kane influence, your Dick Sprang like influence, kind of like Batman. There's probably the Frank Miller stuff, yeah, there you go. I forgot about it, but yeah, the Dark Knight Returns stuff is here as well, so you've got an animated sequence that's riffing on the Dark Knight Returns. They did it here as well. I love this use of storyboards. It's just showing the movement, and we just feel like, I think we get that energy. So clever. Look at that. Real cool translation of the Frank Miller stuff to the Bruce Timm stuff. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and then we've got Batman Beyond. So we're near the end now, and we've got Batman Beyond here, which is brilliant. Yeah, I think that was it, wasn't it? So we only got a little bit of Batman Beyond, which is a shame. Oh, it says to be continued. Oh, did they ever do a Batman Beyond book? I wonder. Maybe I'll have to look that up. I don't think they ever did that, but okay. And then you got a bunch of credits at the back. Oh, no, you haven't. Sorry, it's an episode guide. Oh, interesting. I never saw the episode guide. This book is so well designed. I love this. There you got the little peg holes here as well, and this like, oh, it's so good, so good. Very, very nice. And then comes a part there. At the back here, oh, this is part of a another book, but I just included it. Look, oh, that's cool. Little pop-up Batman thing. That is from a different thing entirely, but I put it in the book because I thought it's a replica of what is it? It's a reproduction of it's like an animated series pamphlet thing that has a pop-up in it. I think it was available somewhere there, but it's a replica. It's not a real thing, but I just popped it in here because I thought, why not? Anyway, there you go. So that, everybody, is the Batman animated. Just got to put the spine back in, Jesus. Maybe anything gets stuck. There we are. That is the Batman animated book by Paul Dini and Chip Kidd. That was great going around, down memory lane. It's a real shame, and again, I'm going to say it. This book needs to be brought back. DC Comics, please do another printing of this book. You need to. You owe it to your fans. But yeah, thank you for joining me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. I plan to do a whole bunch more of these videos. Also, on a Monday at 8 PM, I stream here and on Twitch at the same time, and I'm doing I'm drawing on there. The stuff you see around the book right now is stuff that I've drawn on stream. So yeah, if you fancy coming to check out one of those, then yeah, 8 PM UK time every Monday. So yeah, cool guys. In the meantime, I will see you next time. Take care.